But the coolest part, though, of everything ever, in my life was I would lay on the steps of the throne to the throne. So you'd have Christ, the Father, and then there was this lion. He had white fur that the tips appeared to be drenched in blood. But Father was simply just petting this lion. And the Lord told me he was 30 feet tall. He had eyes of fire. And I've always been, I don't want to say it's the Lion of Judah. I don't know. But I do know this was a spiritual thing because I remember thinking I could float into his eyes, the lion, and be completely happy forever. But who is this sitting next to him? And that was the Father and then Jesus. I couldn't believe I was there, Like I always tell people that regardless of it's hell or if it's heaven, either way, you'll get more than you think you deserve. And I just said, how can it be? How can it be that I'm here? And then, and I'm just talking to myself at this point, but God hears everything. So I'm the Father. So, um, as I'm saying this, I'm like looking at the glittery grass and all the fruit trees and uh, just everything is just magnificent beyond like you could ever imagine. And I know I just got a glimpse, but so I said, but I had sin on earth that I hadn't repented for before I died, like little, you know, kind of little stuff for the most part. Okay. So and then the father interrupts and he says, well, not interrupts, but right when I said that, he says, it's because of the blood. Just like that.